Hey guys, this is Bharadwaj with Phone Arena, and this is the Samsung Galaxy Mega 5.8. We had reviewed it recently, but we are taking a renewed focus on camera in YouTube videos, as you might have seen earlier. So this is the camera review of the Galaxy Mega 5.8. Talking of the specifications of the 5.8's camera, it has a 8 megapixel sensor, nothing special here, backside illuminated or anything. Samsung usually does not specify anything, so we are going to go with a normal 8 megapixel sensor here. And you have a single LED flash, and right besides them you have the loudspeaker. So it can record full HD videos at 1080p, and we think it might be similar to other 8 megapixel cameras that are present on other Samsung Galaxy models. So that's about the camera specifications. Let's jump into the camera UI then. The camera UI is very typical of what you see on the Samsung Galaxy S4 and the other models, and also on the Galaxy Mega 6.3, its bigger brother. As you can see, it's a very common layout. Over at the top right, you have an indication that it's actually running on auto mode, and below that you have the video button. The video button on a press will instantly take a video at full HD 1080p and 30 fps. And of course you can change the resolutions, but we will get to that later. And you have the shutter button, which on single press takes a photo instantly, but on long press it focuses, and then on release takes a photo. And then you have the mode dial, which is very similar to what you see on the Galaxy camera and the other devices that came after that. So Galaxy S4 has a similar UI, and then Galaxy S4 Zoom, and of course the Galaxy Mega 6.3 too. But as you can see, there are not many options on the 5.8. It is ridiculously cut down. You don't even get HDR or the night mode or anything that's on 6.3, but you do get sound in shot, you do get best face, which are all very similar Scalado like functionality that you see on other devices. You also have panorama, sports, beauty face, and auto, which is pretty normal. So that's about the mode dial. And then on the bottom you have filters, basic filters these, and you have some color isolation filters too, which probably work well if you like to work with it. Pretty basic filters, nothing like Instagram, and we won't want to use it that much. Over at the top left you have the toggle for the front facing camera, which can take 720 pixel stills as well as videos. And over here at the settings you have the complete settings and all the toggles. You can turn the flash on or off, timer, EV compensation, video limit size, and sharing. And opening the settings, you can go into the in-depth menu. Since this phone doesn't have a night mode, you can manually control the ISO, which is pretty good, but you'll see how the effects are later. You have anti-shake, which does not take a picture when the phone is shaky and waits to take a picture. And face detection is something pretty self-explanatory. Over here on the video side, this is pretty bare bones. Only you can select the video size, and that's about it. And over here at the other settings, you have the GPS geotag, review, which can instantly show your photo after taking the picture, which might be intrusive for some. So if you want it, you can enable it. And you can control the white balance, which actually should have resided in the camera tab there, and guidelines. So all these are pretty basic stuff. Samsung looks to have dumbed down on the settings and modes a lot on the Galaxy Mega 5.8. So coming to the camera performance, we took a lot of photos in various conditions, in daylight, macro, low light, and of course with flash and without flash. So let's take a look at a few daylight samples here. As you can see in the daylight samples, the images are pretty sharpened. They are edge sharpening. Edge sharpening has been done in lots of images, and we see that it might be a concern for a few, but not for a lot. The edge sharpening actually helps in improving the details in several conditions, so that's good. But otherwise, pretty normal stuff here, nothing to see. We also took a lot of close-up shots, macro shots. There is no special mode for it, but it does get to a lot. It does get a lot closer in terms of distance. So here are a few macro shots that we took earlier. As you notice, the macro shots have ridiculous amount of detail, and the sharpening seems to be pretty decent on this, unlike highly detailed pictures, long shot pictures that you saw with the daylight samples. So macro is not that aggressive for sharpening, and hence the photos look really good. And as you can see, the colors are a bit saturated and not really the original colors that you might have noticed in the daylight samples. But we can say that the rod's picture that we showed you earlier was actually red and not black that the picture showed you. So white balance is a bit of an issue on the Mega 5.8. And coming to low light pictures, the Mega 5.8 can take very horrible low light pictures because it's full of noise, and since there is no night mode, it cannot take usable pictures in low light. So here are some samples with normal ISO, auto ISO and ISO 800. As you noticed, auto ISO picture had a lot of noise, and ISO 800, which is supposedly used to increase the sensitivity and make the picture brighter, was indeed darker and had lots more noise than the auto ISO picture. But thankfully you have a single LED flash at the back, and let's see how the flash works here. So this is a sample photo that we took earlier with single LED flash on, and this is how it turned out. Not bad, we think. The details were pretty good and not mushy at all, but the flash was less powerful than most other cameras we have seen. So that's about it. That's the low light capability of the Mega 5.8, and we think you might not want to use the Mega 5.8 in low light conditions. Moving on to special picture modes, you have sound and shot, which can take a JPG pic and add the sound for 9 seconds after you shoot it. So let's try shooting a picture here. I'll keep on talking and see how it records the audio for 9 seconds. As you can see, this is the mic here that is recording the ambient audio for 9 seconds. I'll just stop it here, and if we go to the picture, as you can see, this is the mic here that is recording the ambient. Yep, that's my voice playing back at the back of the JPG picture. So that's sound and shot, and then we have the usual panorama mode. Panorama mode works decently well, and here is a sample picture. And that's about it for the special modes. Nothing more here. You can see that the limited modes that Samsung has provided does not really help. We really hope that Samsung updates the software or something, because even 15,000 rupee mobiles have a lot of more options than this. Moving on to video, the phone can record videos at 1080p at 30 fps. Clicking on this button instantly takes a video, and you can shoot 6 MP pictures simultaneously while taking video without any issue. Contrastingly, when compared to the pics, there is no sharpening in video, and this is in contrast to what we see on the Mega 6.3. Both are of the same family of devices. The sharpening is not there, and the video looks spectacularly good for this phone, which is very surprising, and we guess since it probably has the same image processing algorithms as the Samsung Grand Duos, that's why the videos are good, we guess. Even the Grand Duos had pretty good video performance. So here, take a look at the sample and decide for yourself. As you saw, the video is pretty good, and the audio too, not bad, but we certainly expected more. It was too noisy for our tastes. So that's about it for the Mega 5.8's camera review. Not that special, nothing special to note here, but overall decent performance, and we think that stills can obviously get better, and definitely do not use this phone for low light pictures. So that's about it. This is Bharadwaj signing off. Do hit the like button if you like this video and do subscribe to our channel for more videos like these. Thanks for watching.